Hey everyone, Darren here, aka Irish Latino Reacts, Irish on the bottom, Latin American on top, and today I'm reacting to the first movie on my channel, voted by you, Blade Runner. So first, a quick disclaimer. I never meant for there to be such a large gap between the end of season 1 of The Expanse and my first movie reaction. I do apologize. There were a couple of personal things that came up in my life, and then it was my mom's first birthday after she passed away last year. So that, of course, wasn't easy. So I just want to get that out of the way. I don't want to make these big gaps a common or frequent thing at all. Okay, I don't have much to say about this movie because I know next to nothing about its premise. All I know is that it stars Harrison Ford, which will be awesome, and I believe its setting is dystopian. That's it. That's all I've got. What are these blades? Why are they running? What are they running from? I believe it's time we get to the bottom of that. Now, I've chosen to watch the director's cut because, one, a lot of you told me I should, and two, well, when I Googled Blade Runner's director's cut just to see what the runtime was and to make sure you guys weren't making me watch and edit a 3+ hour movie, this blurb popped up and I couldn't help but read it. And it went like this. In response to the sold-out screenings of the work print and to the film's resurgent cult popularity in the early 90s, Warner Brothers decided to assemble a definitive director's cut of the film, with direction from Scott, for an official theatrical re-release in '92. In addition to fleshing out several scenes, 3 major changes were made to the original theatrical cut. 1, the removal of Deckard's 13 explanatory voiceovers. 2, the insertion of a dream sequence featuring a unicorn. And 3, the removal of the studio-imposed happy ending. So, it looks like they removed 2 things that I would not want: voiceovers and a happy ending imposed by a stupid studio, and then they added in something that I feel like I would want: a scene with a unicorn. So I have very high hopes for this unicorn scene. That all sold me, and I do not want to keep myself or you all waiting, so let's jump right into Blade Runner, the director's cut. We got that old school horn section starting out a movie. Man, I feel like I have less expectations going into this than even The Expanse. At least with The Expanse, I read a blurb about the premise. Like I just finished stating, I don't know anything about this premise besides the setting and the main actor. There he is, Harrison Ford, Blade Runner. They didn't really get creative on the text. Cesar Serial, or Colibri, or Times New Roman. Daryl Hannah, I feel like I've heard of him. Directed by Ridley Scott, okay. That's something I probably should have known, or maybe did know at one point and forgot. Early in the 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase of being virtually identical to a human, known as a replicant. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility and at least equal in intelligence to the genetic engineers who created them. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After a bloody mutiny by a Nexus 6 combat team in an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units, had orders to shoot to kill upon detection any trespassing replicant. This was not called execution, it was called retirement. Alright, so we have human or robots that look like humans. So, sticking with some Los Angeles, November 2019. 2019, wow, I'm even past that. That's crazy. Got some explosions. So we're sticking with some Battlestar vibes. So these replicants look like humans. Nexus 6. So these look like explosions from like oil drill towers or something like that. They look like burning oil. Some manufacturing of some sorts going on, some burning of fuel. Got those horns still going. They're sticking with the horns. I'm not complaining. So, off-world. Is this off-world or is this Earth? Hard to know. I feel like it's Earth. That's just my guess. It seems like there's atmosphere there. You know, just in that shot. Those computers still don't look very advanced.
Calling Mr. Weber. Please
Come
report
in.
to Zone A, Sector 9. We have a B1 security alert.
Is
Stand
this a
by.
prisoner of sorts, or
Sit down.
replication center? They were called replicants.
Care if I talk? I get kind of nervous when I take tests.
Just please don't move.
Oh, sorry.
A bellow.
I already had an IQ test this year. I don't think I've ever had one of
Reaction
these.
time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Now answer as quickly as you can.
Some kind of cognitive test.
1187 Hunter Varsar.
That's the hotel.
What?
Where I lived.
Nice place?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Is that part of the test?
No. Just warming you up, that's all.
Definitely Earth,
It's
I
not
want to
fancy
say.
or anything.
You're in a desert, walking along in the sand when all of a
Is
sudden...
this the test now?
Yes, you're in a desert, walking along in the sand when all of a sudden you look
What
down.
one?
What?
What desert?
That's a
Doesn't
good.
make any
Like
difference.
the
what
Sahara.
desert. It's completely hypothetical.
Yeah, or the
How come I'd be
Moby.
there?
Maybe you're fed up. Maybe you want to be by yourself. Who knows?
Okay.
You look down and you see a tortoise, Leon. It's crawling towards you.
Tortoise? What's that?
Are they extinct by now?
You know
Or
what a turtle is?
Of course.
okay, this guy's
Same
just
Never seen a turtle.
never seen a turtle.
I
Okay.
understand what you mean.
You reach down, you flip the tortoise over on its back, Leon.
Do you make up these questions, Mr. Holden? Or do they
I
write
didn't
them
ask a
down?
question yet.
The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over, but it can't. Not without your help.
Oh, this guy
But you're not
doesn't
helping.
look
What do you
good.
mean I'm not helping?
I mean, you're not helping. Why is that, Leon?
This is weird already and unsettling. I don't like this guy's lips either.
They're just questions, Leon.
Just
In answer to your query, they're written down for me. It's a test designed to provoke an emotional response. Shall we continue?
well, I'd be like, you can't prove I wouldn't help the turtle. I would.
Describe in single words. Only the good things that come into your mind. About your mother?
My mother?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my mother.
Whoa! Whoa! Did not see that coming. He had a gun the whole time? How did he get a gun? I know nothing about what that building really was.
A new life awaits you
Terrell
in
Corp?
the off-world colonies. The chance to begin again in a
I was
glorious
wrong.
land of
We are
opportunity
off-world.
and adventure.
But off-world still has an atmosphere. Colony. So is it really somewhere on Earth, but they just kind of call it off-world because I don't know. This gives me, Tokyo vibes. Only a lot dirtier. Tokyo is a very clean city. Harrison!
A new life awaits you in the off-world colonies. The chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity. and
Okay, so I keep going back and forth. So this is Earth, and that was just an ad. Maybe I'm already talking too much. That's the gig, folks. That's the gig. Maybe I was more on point with Japan than I thought. Never do that. Never do that with chopsticks. That is disrespectful to the owner. That definitely sounds
He
Japanese.
say you under arrest, Mr. Decker.
Decker.
wrong guy, pal.
Lopa.
He say you grade runner.
Tell him I'm eating.
Captain Brian Toga. Enio Mayo.
Brian, huh?
Sounds exactly like Han Solo. I mean, why shouldn't he? I guess, but he's just gonna play the same character I know, which I'm totally fine with. I just can't imagine he's gonna approach the acting so differently just because he's just so damn cool already. Why would he ever try anything else? You have to have that propensity to be something like a Blade Runner, I imagine. to send.
On course.
So his last name was Deckard. Definitely has Big Brother vibes. 1984, building like this, huge buildings made to make the typical citizen feel small. Communistic.
Hiya, Deck.
Brian?
You wouldn't have come if I just asked you to. Sit down, pal. Come on, don't be an asshole, Deckard. I've got 4 skin jobs walking the streets.
They call them skin jobs. Did they call them skin jobs in Battlestar? I know they call them toasters. I feel like some people did though.
They jumped a shuttle off-world, killed the crew and passengers. They found the shuttle drifting off the coast 2 weeks ago, so we know they're around.
Embarrassing.
No, sir, not embarrassing, because no one's ever going to find out they're down here. Because you're going to spot them and you're going to air them out.
I don't work here anymore. Give it
So he's not a Blade Runner?
I did. You can breathe okay, as long as nobody unplugs them. It's not good enough. Not good as you.
Unplugs
I
him.
need you, Dex. This is a bad one. The worst yet. I need the old Blade Runner. I need your magic.
Just quit when I come in here, Brian. I'm twice as quit now.
Stop right where you are. You know the score, pal. You're not cops, you're little people.
Nice origami.
No choice, huh?
No choice, pal.
I don't think I never had one of these.
So,
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention.
so they were
7 at Hunter.
testing for the,
Yeah, that's the hotel
What?
yeah.
where I live.
Nice place.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
There was an escape from the off-world colonies 2 weeks ago. 6 replicants, 3 male, 3 female. They slaughtered
Okay.
23 people and jumped a shuttle. An aerial patrol spotted the ship off the coast. No crew, no sight of them. 3 nights ago, they tried to break into Tyrell Corporation. 2 of them got fried running through an electrical field. We lost the others. On the
Oh, so they're
possibility they might try
testing
to
all the
infiltrate as employees, I had
Tyrell
Holden go over
employees.
and run void comp tests on the new workers. Looks like he got himself one.
So you look down, you see a tortoise. It's crawling towards you.
Tortoise.
That's Leon, ammunition loader on intergalactic run. He can lift 400-pound atomic loads all day and night. The only way you can hurt him is to kill him.
Well, I don't get it. What do they risk coming back to Earth for? That's unusual. Why? What do they want out of the Tyrell Corporation?
Yeah, what does
You
Tyrell
tell me,
Corp
pal, that's
do?
what you're here for.
How do you kill them? Headshots? So are the others still in the
What's
Tyrell
this?
Corp somewhere?
Nexus 6, Roy Batty. Incept date 2016. Combat model, optimum self-sufficiency. Probably the leader.
So were there only a few Nexus 6 ones?
This is Zora.
Did I-
She's trained for an off-world kick murder squad. Talk about Beauty and the Beast. She's both. The 4th skin job is Pris, a basic pleasure model. A standard item for military clubs in the outer colonies.
Pris, Zora.
They were designed to copy human beings in every way except their emotions. The designers reckoned that after a few years, they might develop their own emotional responses. Hate, love, fear, anger, envy. So they built in a fail-safe device
Which is what?
for your lifespan.
Couldn't they get past that?
Now, there's a Nexus 6 over at the Tyrell Corporation. I want you to go put the machine on it.
And if the machine doesn't work?
One machine. So 2 of the Nexus 6, got electrocuted. Then they found one in the interview, and then they showed us the other 3. So that's 6. So this was between Star Wars 4 and 5, I want to say. It came out. Star Wars came out in '78, and didn't Empire Strikes Back knock them out until like mid '80s? I don't know when Indiana Jones was in, compared to those movies. Probably later than Star Wars, the original. A New Hope, Episode 4. Whoa, she kind of looks. She looks like a young Kristen Stewart.
It's artificial?
Of course it is.
Kind of. Or maybe someone
Must be
else I'm thinking of. Yeah, maybe someone
Very.
else.
I'm Rachel.
Deckard.
Rachel.
It seems you feel our work is not a benefit to the public.
Replicants are like any other machine. They're either a benefit or a hazard. If they're a benefit, it's not my problem.
So
May I
Tyrell
ask you a
Corp
personal question?
makes replicants, but maybe not human ones?
Sure.
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
No.
But in your position, that is a risk.
Is this to be an empathy test?
Capillary dilation of the so-called blush response. Involuntary dilation of the iris.
We call it void comp for short.
Mr. Deckard, Dr. Eldon Tyrrell.
Demonstrate it. I want to see it work.
Where's the subject?
I want to see it work on a person. I want to see a negative before I provide you with a positive.
What's that gonna prove?
Indulge me.
On you?
Try her.
Oh, that was an artificial background of the sunset. A low sun. So this void whatever test is what we saw at the beginning.
Do you mind if I
It's
smoke?
based on empathy.
It won't affect the test. All right, I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. Just relax and answer them as simply as you can. It's your birthday. Someone gives you a calfskin wallet.
I wouldn't accept it. I'd report the person who gave it to me to the police.
Well, they give it to you for your
You've got a
birthday.
little boy. He shows you his butterfly collection, plus the killing jar.
Oh. Take away the killing jar.
I take him to the doctor.
So he doesn't even have to get to the
You're watching
questions.
television. Suddenly you realize there's a wasp crawling on your arm.
I'd kill it.
You're reading a magazine. You come across a full-page nude photo of a girl.
Is this testing whether I'm a replicant or a lesbian, Mr. Deckard?
Just answer the questions, please.
I wonder how racy that line was back in
Show it to your
'82.
husband. He likes it so much he hangs it on your bedroom wall.
I wouldn't
Huh.
let him.
One more question.
Would you step out for a few moments, Rachel?
She didn't have an answer for that one? Boiled dog? I think I just heard my dog come down the stairs.
Thank you.
He might start scratching at the door. I might have to let him in.
Doesn't she?
Oh!
Questions does it usually take to spot one?
I don't get it, Tyrell.
How many questions?
20, 30 cross-referenced.
It took more than 100 for Rachel, didn't it?
She doesn't know.
Huh.
She's beginning to suspect, I think.
Suspect? How can it not know what it is?
Wow.
Commerce is our goal here at Tyrell. More human than human is our motto. Rachel is an experiment, nothing more.
Uh-oh.
We
That's
began
dangerous.
to recognize in them strange obsession. After all, they are emotionally inexperienced with only a few years in which to store up the experiences which you and I take for granted. If we gift them with the past, we create a cushion or pillow for their emotions, and consequently we can control them better.
Okay.
Memories.
What the others don't
You're
have.
talking about memories.
So that first guy, first replicant, like, never heard the word tortoise, maybe had a no memory of a turtle, maybe some really rudimentary understanding of it. So did Rachel finally balk at the dog question? And that was actually the 100th question, even though we only saw like 3 or 4. Okay, where are they now? Oh, okay. Probably the first replicant's apartment, I'm assuming. Yeah. What is that? Found in the bathtub. Was it like shedding in the bathtub? The replicant, perhaps? Is he making more origami? Okay. Oh, well. Match origami. Ooh, Atari. Good callback. Or call forward. Call back to call forward. Back to the future. This is the future as far as they pictured it in '82.
Time.
What is this? Was that the first replicant that they showed on screen? Yeah, totally. I forget his name. The others
Did you get
were
your precious photos?
Pris and Zahor? With Z
Someone
something?
was there. Men.
So this is the first one. He got away?
Police. Men.
Cool shot, definitely. These are big sets, I can tell from back then. I wonder how much this movie cost to make, you know, with inflation for today's time. Not sure what that was. They were just able to walk in to this guy's laboratory. Oh, this was the one who the other guy said he's good if he's plugged in. So what is he? Is Holden, or really?
Fiery the angels fell. Deep thunder rolled around their shores, burning with the fires of Orc.
You not come here. Illegal.
Questions.
I don't know answers. Who does? Tyrell. He knows everything.
Tyrell Corporation?
What questions are they?
Big boss, big genius.
Are they seeking?
Your mind, your brain.
Okay.
Smart.
So how is Tyrell still able to keep, you know, his corporation, and
see?
how is he able to keep designing replicants? Maybe he's doing like Rachel and like the next generation on the down low, but still, how does he get away with it?
Sebastian, he take you there.
His name is Roy.
Jane.
Where would we find this J.F. Sebastian?
Let's continue, shall we?
Holden was the first interviewer.
Voice print identification. Your floor number, please.
Deckard 97.
97. Thank you.
Danke. German. 97th floor, eh?
I wanted to see you.
Okay. Is she allowed to be let out by Tyrell?
So I waited. Let me help.
He's got pills he needs to take?
I need help for her.
I don't know why he told you what he did.
Talk to him.
He wouldn't see me. You think I'm a replicant, don't you? It's me with my mother.
Planted memory? Fake photos?
Remember when you were 6? You and your brother snuck into an empty building through a basement window? You were gonna play doctor? He showed you his. And when it got to be your turn, you chickened and ran. Remember that? You ever tell anybody that? Your mother, Tyrell, anybody? Huh? You remember the spider that lived in a bush outside your window? Orange body, green legs? Watched her build a web all summer. Then one day there's a big egg in it. The egg hatched.
The egg hatched.
And?
100 baby spiders came out.
Were these the pictures that he was looking at in that cabinet? So he went to her apartment after?
Implants. Those aren't your memories. They're somebody else's. They're Tyrell's nieces.
I made a bad joke. You're not a replicant. Go home. Okay? Want a drink? I'll get you a drink.
They feel the effects of alcohol? So I guess I'm still confused at where he found the photos. Was he in her apartment? Or, well, she wouldn't have an apartment, so what am I talking about? Did he go to Tyrell's? Which it didn't, I don't know. It seemed like Tyrell would have a nicer place than that. Or did he find him in the first replicant's apartment? So I did miss that. Well, that'd be really hard to take if you just suddenly maybe are really realizing you're a replicant and that picture's not real. I mean, that'd be heartbreaking. No one in the history of humankind could ever relate to that. But maybe there are going to be things in the future that can. It's supposed to be her father. Whew. Yeah, no thanks. I have a healthy fear of heights. 97th floor would not be for me. Who do we have here? Homeless. Sad. Oh, yeah. Well, I knew they were there. It still scared me.
Hey, you forgot your bag.
I'm lost.
Don't worry, I won't hurt you. What's your name?
Pris.
Mine's J.F. Sebastian.
Oh, one of the replicants.
Hi.
Okay. Probably should have known.
Where were you going? Home?
I don't have one. We scared each other pretty good, didn't we?
I sure did.
I'm hungry, JF.
I got stuff
Okay.
inside.
J.F. Sebastian.
You wanna
Sorry, I
come
missed
in?
that. Missed that the first time he said it. All right. So she definitely planted herself right there, knowing his movements, where he lived, etc. So JF Sebastian could take the replicants to Terrell to answer their questions, whatever questions they're seeking. Something like that. Might not have it exactly right, but I got the gist, I believe.
Live in this building all by yourself?
Yeah, I live here pretty much alone right now.
This whole building?
Must get lonely here, Chad.
Not really. I make friends. They're toys. My friends are toys. I make them. It's a hobby. I'm a genetic designer.
Like the other guy?
Yeah, home again.
Home again, home again. Diggity dip.
Whoa.
Good evening, Chad.
Evening, fellas.
Okay, are those like small replicants, or are they actual robots, or?
I made them.
Sounded very
I'm
very
so
mechanical.
orphan.
Oh, what about your friends?
I have some, but I have to find them.
Here's the unicorn scene. They cut this out? I'm sure it has some good symbolism. What did he stick a photo in there? Is he? Okay, yeah, he's analyzing and enhancing a photo. The photo of what I said was maybe Rachel's supposed, memory father in a bathtub or something.
Enhance. Stop. Move in. Stop. Pull out track right. Stop. Tender and pull back. Stop. 45 right. Stop. Tender and stop.
See,
36.
the glass. Am I missing something?
34 to 46.
What is he? Something in the reflection of the mirror. Oh, it looks like those
Pull back.
things he found in
Go right.
the bathtub.
Stop. Enhance.
Oh.
19.
So they weren't like
45 left.
something shedding, just probably like a.
Stop.
How did we not see that a second ago? We're looking at a tattoo. Huh. Interesting scene. Yep.